Good morning, everybody. It is September 12th, 2024, and this is The Black Show. Good morning, y'all. I hope everybody's doing well today. This beautiful morning. I got up early this morning. This one probably gonna be posted by like 8 o'clock. This is the first time I've ever been the first person in the building, and it's a big building. It's probably got like 100 businesses in here. So, and I found out it's another studio upstairs. It's a rock studio upstairs. I found it out yesterday. I also want to say rest in peace to my dad. Today is his birthday. My dad passed about 2 years ago. And when my dad passed, a lot of stuff hit me at the same time. I was going through a real toxic, chaotic breakup that I was just trying to get away from a person. I basically lost all my friends. Like that's what people wonder why I act like how I act now. When my dad passed, like the cast that I went to college with, that I hung out with, that like people that watch the show that know me personally, that have known me for a long time, that group, ain't none of them hit me up. Ain't not a person hit me up. And the person y'all think would hit me up like 2 or 3 days later. Ain't nobody stopped by and see me. None of that shit. So it's funny in that, because I'm still kind of, juggling that back and forth a little bit about that old friend group sometimes. But I'm like, what investment do I have in y'all? If my dad dies and y'all don't even come check on me at all, y'all not friends then. Straight up. Y'all not friends. So it's a weird day for me, y'all. That's kind of why I got up early too, I think. I'm in a new little workout routine, got my tea. I would say the biggest thing, appreciate your parents when they're here. Because I definitely miss my dad. And me and him had a very rocky relationship towards like the post-high school time. But at the end, we got real close. But appreciate those people, man. And yeah, you could be sad they gone, but like just take the lessons that the people that you've lost, especially during COVID, because we've lost a ton of, everybody's lost somebody during COVID, for sure. It may not have been from COVID, but in these last 4 years, I think it's from the solution to the COVID that's causing all of it, but I can't say that because people get upset about that, even though it's like kind of obvious fact. But appreciate the people that you got around you, man. That's the one thing that now, man, I love up on all my people now. Every single one of them. Like my nieces get calls, my sisters get random texts during the day, my mom and them get random texts during the day. Cause like, for me, like I don't know how everybody else feel, but like it's a reason why you was placed on this earth with those people that close to you. So for me, I take it as a responsibility, as like, because my dad was like the patriarch of the family. So like I take it as like, okay, and I got his name. So it's my role now to make sure that all the girls are good. Also, one weird thing I would say, that I probably never said this out loud before, but maybe it's like a couple people, but so I'm a junior or the second. Sometimes it's my junior, depending on what document. Very confusing for my life. But at my dad's funeral, hearing your name, and me and my dad are very similar, and even how people looked at us too. Some people love us, some people hate us, and I'm okay with that. But hearing my name, I essentially went to my own funeral. That's essentially what it made out to be, and it was a real like out of body kind of experience, and I think it changed my life a little bit, or changed, maybe not my life, it changed my view of everything. Hearing that, and then I started going for what the fuck I wanted to go for, man. I see so many people in this world that's like wishing and dreaming. Like wishing and dreaming is procrastination. Like go do it. I tell, like, you want to go do something, go do it. If it fails, it fails. Go do it. That's my biggest thing to everybody. Go do it. And rest in peace, Pops. I love you. I miss you. I got the girls. I got the girls. You know how I am, where I think that all the technical stuff like that, this can go to all different dimensions and levels. So just know I got them, my dog. Today, the topic I wanted to talk about was Shannon Sharpe. So I'm not gonna play it because it will get banned or it will get a strike on YouTube. But yesterday morning, so I don't have social media on my phone anymore. I'm almost like 2 or 3 days strong too. So it's like breaking an addiction, y'all, for like anybody. So it's like stopping smoking pretty much. So I see everybody talking about Shannon Sharpe. Like, well, Shannon Sharpe, like, what happened? So I go and I find out that Shannon Sharpe had his Instagram live on of when he was having sex with Instagram live on. And then this morning, so I didn't watch the Ocho and Shannon show yesterday, but today I see the clips from that, and it's Shannon Sharpe on there like, you know, I had to come clean. You know, I was a grown man doing healthy stuff. Why is your stylist with you everywhere that's a man? Why are you a former Hall of Fame legend and you walk so petite and feminine? Why are you always in tight ass clothes and you a big motherfucker? So what this is, people, I'm gonna break it down for y'all now. What this is so they you remember that him with the coffee in the purse thing? So in the media cycle now, stuff happens so quick. The PR agencies notice stuff happens so quick and stuff blows over so quick. So really, if you can wade the storm and you a celebrity, you typically gonna be okay in a couple months. This is going back and covering up all of the stuff that they said Shannon was gay. It's a humiliation ritual for him, because I believe from seeing Shannon's interaction. So this is one thing I say. Watch Shannon's big loud interview. You could tell he was raised by his mama. Look at his big loud interactions and whoa, like that's weird, bro. That's weird. Cat Williams, rewatch that Cat Williams interview and rewatch Cat Williams' body language with Shannon Sharpe. Everything he does is feminine. So this right here is a ploy and a PR move stunt that they use to, like, we got to make Shannon more manly and uncle. So let's release it. Kim Kardashian did this shit. I guarantee Shannon Sharpe about to blow up and get a bigger show. That's what's happening right now. So if people don't understand how this media shit work, they put you on little test stuff. If you get your own, like, so Shannon got Club Shay Shay. They like, let's see if this work. All right, now they see the Cat Williams interview. He was doing well before that. That Cat Williams interview pushed it over the top, right? He had about 3 months of like everybody watching Club Shay Shay. Then that picture came out, him getting out the car, and nobody talked about him no more. Nobody watched Club Shay Shay no more. People were still watching it, the regular viewers, but like the masses that wouldn't typically tune into Club Shay Shay weren't watching it no more. So this is just another controversy to pull people back so they would watch. They had like 125K live viewers last night. Like, the crazy part is some people, some real bitter people give me this perception, had this perception of me, try to project this perception of me that I'm not what I like, not what I say I am. I'm bad. I'm finished my thoughts. ADHD. But the thing I realize is people are, and I don't know if this was done by the media, if it was done by the government, if it's a huge ass psyop, but people literally now think the opposite of what's typically true every single time. I said in my last video, I was like, just wait a couple months and then it'll come true. That's been like my go-to phrase, because it's been what's happening since pretty much most of the shit that I was talking about. 3 months later, then everybody's like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And no one ever goes back and be like, oh, Kenny was saying that, wasn't he? And I want to really dig into this, because it's not about me knowing more or me being, I'm a nerd. I actually know where to look for news. And when I drop the links on all this stuff, but nobody wants to do the actual stuff. I enjoy doing it. It's not for no other purpose. No other purpose. It's for me. I like to just know what's going on in the world. So like, wake up, y'all. Like, I don't know how much I gotta say this, bro. Like, wake the fuck up. I'm like, it's almost comical in a like terrible way. How just like in the clouds Americans really are, bro. Like I'll get comments. Like I had a comment on one of my YouTube videos. I forgot what video it was for. Fan was like, well, you know, I don't like, you know, I don't think you classify, I don't know if your scope of people is too good, is that good, because you classified Americans as fat and lazy. And like, they are, nigga. I've been everywhere in this country. I've been to the East Coast, Northeast, Southeast. I've been in Texas. I've been to the West Coast. I've been in the mountain areas. I've been in small towns. I've been in large cities. I've been in places you ain't never know. I was a college football coach, man. It ain't no, anybody that coached D3 college football, no, we not in big cities, bro. Out of travel all around this country. Americans are dumb, lazy, and fat. That's why another people can come in and take all our shit. See, you can't have both. That's the thing with like I said, I always say I love to be American. I am very proud American. I can only do what I'm doing right now, what y'all watching, here in America. Any other country, I would just be probably working in the field somewhere or working in a mine somewhere. But you can't have it both ways. Americans can't be great, and then people from third world countries can't be coming in and taking the jobs of people that are already doing well. It doesn't work that way. So that's why I say, like, Americans get mad about this immigration shit. And yeah, it's illegal, and yeah, it's being done nefariously. Like, you know, like all these NGOs and stuff is doing this. It's obvious they're doing this. It's no way people can walk the length of a country, children. We don't know how these people are getting to our border. The news has been lying to us for sure for like 5 years every day. Like literally lying to us and gaslighting us every day. So you can't believe anything on there. But you also just can't say like, oh, these people, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's the thing with logic stuff. Like, it doesn't make sense that 4-year-olds can walk across a jungle. That doesn't make sense, y'all. That's not a logical thing that can happen unless their 4-year-olds are fucking military trained 4-year-olds that can get through that stuff. You would get sick. You would get snake bites. That's why I'm starting to really, really think about this shit. Like, the news is telling us all these people coming to the border. The border agents, yeah. All that stuff is happening. We hear it. I've watched a bunch of different videos, especially YouTube videos of like actual accounts of video they at the border and watching this shit, right? It can only be a couple different things. Like, I remember going back. So the way I really understand the news now is they'll dip the real information in and gloss over it. So whenever I hear them just cover something quick and move on, I'm like, what? And y'all remember back in like 2020 when or 2019 when Trump was talking about sending the military to Mexico against the cartel. Our government has always worked with the cartel. Always. Like Eric Holder, Obama, Fast and Furious, look that up. That's not a movie. Fast and Furious is what they called that legal situation that Eric Holder was giving guns to people in Mexico. I might not have that completely right factually, but it's, look up Fast and Furious, Eric Holder, Obama. So we've been working with the cartel forever. So if somebody had negative intentions on our country, what's the, like, the people, you know, what I realized, we don't have a context for this. Our government is a gang. They're a very well organized gang. So when you want somebody to do your dirty work, you just pay a different gang to do it, so it don't come back to you. So I'll put this in like the hood perspective. Like, you want to start a beef between, the police do this shit all the time. You want to start a beef between two rival crews. You pay somebody to dress up as one of those crews and do a drive-by, and then now it's a gang war, and nobody knows who started it, so everybody's involved. See what I mean? That's typically how that shit works. So think about that on a governmental scale. One quick thing I wanted to do before I get off. This ain't gonna be a super long episode, but I saw a video today. This morning when I was coming in, I was listening to it, and it was talking about how Africans don't respect African Americans. And this is one of the most true things. That's why when people say Black Lives Matters, no, it's a difference between being black and being African American. African American is a specific sector of black. We do not loop ourselves in with the Africans. Like when they was doing BLM all around the world, I'm like, oh, that's a psyop, because it ain't even African Americans nowhere but America, and expats and people that's travel like that. That's it. So why are they doing that? They're trying to lump in the Africans with no, it's a different culture. And the thing I like to say is when people are like, oh, well, we could just include black. Africans don't fucking like black Americans. They don't respect us. They think lower of us. All of them. Congo, Senegal, all of them. They think lower of us, and they think that we're not intelligent. And I got a personal story about this. That I'm gonna piss probably some people off about this, but it's something that's I've been thinking for a long time, and it's why I stopped fucking with a certain person. So I went to college with an African dude, right? He wasn't born in a city; he was born in a suburb or in a town. So he had never really been exposed to black people. He was African, but essentially white culture. So we was cool, been cool for probably like 10 years. 10 years after college, right? Then I started noticing when we all moved back to Milwaukee, this person wouldn't invite the African American for the black friends around his white friends or his African friend or his friends of different races. The black friends could only hang out with the black friends. And I also thought about something like our group was pretty close at the time. So all our parents and stuff knew each other, and all our parents was real cordial with each other. Like my dad tried to recruit all of them to be Qs, all of them. At some point, every one of them, my dad tried to recruit to be a Q, right? I noticed the parents that didn't fuck with me and didn't fuck with us. That's when I stopped messing with people and cut myself off from them, because, or if they parents didn't fuck with them. But I started cutting because I'm like, I don't know your parent, and why is your parent perceiving me this way? That means you telling them stuff about us. And it all came full circle when this mofo got married and really didn't invite a lot of people. I knew I wasn't getting invited. But Africans that live here, so if you have an African that's your friend, and this may not be all of them, but their parents, it's almost all of them, they're embarrassed to be around you. They don't think you have quality. I remember sitting in homie's living room telling him about all of this shit and did not believe anything, and even helping Buddy with business ideas and giving him he was trying to do some electric car shit, and we was at our other homie wedding, and I was sitting there, I'm like, yeah, go, all you gotta do is go on 10, because there was no EV chargers in Wisconsin like that. This was probably like 3 years ago. I was like, bro, go to all you gotta do is go to Quick Trip and contract it with Quick Trip that where you can install your EV chargers at all the Quick Trips. I was like, once you get that contract, you got northern Wisconsin locked the fuck up. I don't know if he did that or not, but Buddy never brought opportunity back to us when his parents were doctors. So that's why I feel some kind of ways. I'm like, oh, motherfuckers liked the position I was in. They enjoyed the position I was in because it fed their ego. But just a quick one, and Shannon Sharpe's Nigerian too, so I love my African people, but you come here and you disrespect all my people. No, it's fuck you too then, bro. I'm a black American. I am African American. I don't even know if my people from Africa, so I don't even want to use African on there. I am a black American, bro. So and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm a black American. And I love to be an American, baby. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Am I conservative? No. Do I have some conservative values? Yes. Am I a liberal? No. Do I have some liberal values? Yes. I'm Kenny motherfucking Cams, y'all. It's the Black Show. I'm out. Peace.